Hi, this is Tamika with Pastries, Pumpkin Pie, and I'm here with a Plan With Me video in my Big Happy Planner for the week of July 7th through the 13th. I decided to pull out one of my Planners Anonymous kits because I'm trying to use my stuff, and I know I haven't used one of my kits in a minute. And I pulled out the Starlit Stories kit. I don't even know when was the last time I used this. It's been a while. I'm just going to pull these things out here. Die cuts, they're stamps. I don't feel like stamping because I don't feel like making a mess. I have these 2 sticker sheets and then this sticker book. Oh my god, I don't think I've used much of this at all. And then I have all these papers. And so I think I'm going to use maybe this one and use the clouds. Let me take both sheets just in case. Yeah, there's a lot that I have not touched in this kit, a whole lot. So let's do that. Okay, so what I'm thinking from the jump here is I usually decorate at least, I did like from here to here, and then that same side over there. I don't know if I can get another 3 sections out of that. No, so what I'll do is I'll probably do just 2 sections over here and the 3 over there. That's what I'll do. So let's do... I think it's right here. Yeah. Okay, so I won't need this sheet. Let me get the paper trimmer. Oh, I'm about to have an avalanche. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I was about to have a huge avalanche, which would not have been very nice at all. So let's go ahead and cut this first piece. And then I need to trim again because I don't need it that full. Don't know what I mean? I only need... I didn't think about this direction. With this direction, I need it out here because I'm going to put it all the way at the top over here. Let's see. Okay, there's that pencil mark. It's kind of hard to see. Alright, so that should cover that one side, and then and let's see, let's put this down here. And okay. So now let's cut this side. right. Okay. Now I'm just gonna make sure I've erased any possible markings. And then these are extra pieces. Let's put those here. I think I did this right, y'all. Because y'all know, wait a minute, I didn't do something right. I don't know what I just did. Hold on, y'all. I done screwed up something. Okay, so that's gonna go over there. Yeah, I did. I screwed that up. Okay. I thought I was doing something crazy. Well, we're going to try this again, y'all. Let's try it again. So, what I say, I always say, measure twice, cut once. So that's going to be like that. And then I don't know what I did a minute ago, but that's only like me to screw that up. Yep, that's what I do. And y'all are probably screaming at the TV or at your phones, wherever you're listening and watching right now. And you're probably, girl, you about to do it wrong. And I didn't pay attention. Because I can't hear you. I can't hear you, girl. Alright. So hopefully I did it right that time. And let's just make sure we don't have any pencil markings, which are kind of hard to see anyways. But alright. Alrighty, people. I think we're good now. So this will go up here, just in this spot. Okay, adhesive. I got adhesive. I'm gonna use this scrap paper here so I don't make a mess on my desk. I like to get as close to the edge of whatever I'm gluing down. Oh, don't tell me that just ran out. Yes, it did. I have more. Don't worry. I have more. Right. When Tombow has a sale, I usually go on their website and just purchase more of these. I have tons of them. Tons of them right now. So, yeah. Not a big problem. You can kind of tell when it's going to run out because it starts to roll funny, but I don't always pay attention to that, and then I'm always shocked when it runs out. But if I pay attention, you can tell. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this down. I want the clouds, of course, at the top of it. Alright, so there's that. And let's get this other side. See, it glides a lot easier when it's new. And then as it's getting ready to run out of glue, it starts to glide different. But like I said, you have to be paying attention or you will miss it. Which I did. At first, when I started doing like my cards and stuff, I would use tape runner for my cards. But what I found just in my own personal experience is that they don't always hold up. And then after researching, and well, actually, it wasn't even researching. I just kind of accidentally came across the information where someone was saying they don't bother with the tape that much because after a while it will not stay adhered. And that liquid, this nice strong liquid glue is a better option. And so that's what I use with my cards most of the time, is a liquid glue. If I use a scrapbook paper, I have a whole pad of scrapbook paper and it's pretty thin. If I use that pad of paper, then I will use the adhesive roller, because what will happen with the glue is it'll start warping the paper because the paper's thin. So yeah. Why I'm bringing that up, I don't know. Just thought I'd bring it up. Okay. So here we are. We've got all that down and that looks good. All right, we're gonna go from here. So I've got 3 washi tapes. I've got this one, which kind of has that whole look to it as the tops there. So I don't know that I actually want to use this one now, because it just, unless I use some over here on the sidebar, I don't really feel the need to use it anywhere else. So we could use it over here. I don't know where all my washi cutters and everything are. I don't know. There's like, everything's disappearing. I can't find my, what do you call that darn thing? My bone folder. Can't seem to find that. I don't know. So that's the only place I'm going to put this. So this other one, it has like the florals and books. And then this one, I think is just the ombre. Yeah, that one's just an ombre. So I might use these two, but that one, I'm not going to use that one again. Okay. Now, do I have anything going on this week? I have a few things, but nothing super major. So let's look through here and see if there's one of the weekly themes that I want to use. Because I don't think I've used much of this kit, so I should have some of the weekly themes left. Okay, this one works, but do I want my whole sidebar like that now? I don't know that I do. How about we bring the books in? How about that? I think that sounds like a plan. Let's bring in the books, and then I could use that other washi. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start from the top there and just start adding these pieces in. This kit is one of the kits where it was all blocked into separate pieces. So I'm going to have to start it somewhere else, because, or I'm going to have to take this washi off. Let's just take the washi off. Let's do that. And then you just butt the pieces up to each other. And I tend to always do this crooked somehow. I don't know how that happens, but it happens. And we're going to see if we can get it to stay straight this time. Okay, so there's that. It covered most of that little notes section. I don't know where my white pens are. Like I said, everything's just kind of disappearing on me. Je ne sais pas. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where my white pen is. I see one, but I don't even know why I still have that one, because I don't even think this one works anymore. So this one should probably be in the trash. Because I don't think this even has anything in it anymore. So we're just gonna toss that one. But I do have other white pens. I just don't know where they are. Like, I don't know. Like I said, everything's just disappearing. Oh, it's way at the bottom here. How it got way at the bottom, I don't know. It shouldn't be way at the bottom. And this is a thin tip. That's going to take a minute to cover everything up here. It actually is just tearing up the paper. Just saturating and tearing up the paper is what's happening. Okay, we're not going to worry about it. All right, so there's that. Let's get the day covers down. So I'm glad I pulled this kit because, like I said, I'm trying to use my stuff and I don't want to just use the same old things all the time. And the more use I get out of things, the better. I'm having a dizzy spell right now, but I'm going to push through it. I'm in Central Texas, and as some of you know, there's been a lot of rain and flooding, and unfortunately all those people have lost their lives and stuff. And so when it rains, of course, it brings the mold. It brings mold. With mold comes allergy issues for me. Yeah, it's not pleasant. So mold gives me vertigo. And so yeah, I'm having a dizzy spell as I speak right now. And I'm gonna try not to think about it. Try to push through and get this spread done. So what did I say is the 7th? So we're gonna do the day stickers. But yeah, I had some training with work this week. I'd already been to this training. I've been to the training already, but I'm gonna have to go again because they're gonna have a focus more on secondary education, which is where my wheelhouse is, and so I need to be there for that. So I'm gonna have to do that for a few days, and then I can finally have some time off. So I was off this past week. I've only had 2 weeks off since school let out. So the first week that I had out, it stormed. It stormed bad. We had a bunch of flooding here in San Antonio, and a lot of people lost their lives. This last week that I'm just off, storms, flooding, people lost their lives. I only have 2 more full weeks that I will have off before I have to start back. I pray like hell that there's no more rain and no more flooding, because I'm going to lose my mind. That ruins everything for me, because if nothing else, I don't really like going out, doing anything, traveling when the weather's like that, right? 2, the mold and the vertigo. So I can't even enjoy myself. It sucks. And to top it off, this past week, I got sick in the middle of the week from something that I ate. So I was sick for days because of that. Just, ugh, I'm over it. Like, can I have freaking peace when I'm off? It's frustrating. So frustrating. So yeah, there's that. Okay, let me go back through these stickers and see what I've got first of all. So here's the functional page, and it looks like I've used some of that stuff. Some washi strips there. We've got this page. Of course, you've got the page with the minis. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one. I'm not a cat person, but since I'm using up stickers, we're gonna use this one, get this cat Oh, that's so small compared to that. Is that small? I don't know. Let's use it somewhere else. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, we'll use it somewhere else. I'm gonna take her. She's beautiful, isn't she? We're gonna put her here on Saturday. Like that. Okay. And we're gonna put this I'm scared to cut that because I'm so afraid I'm not going to cut it evenly. I'm not going to distribute it evenly like I need to. So let's just do like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take the paper cutter and we're going to cut along there. Okay, that's how we'll do that. That way I don't have to worry about cutting it unevenly, which I probably would have done. So there's that. Okay, we'll start there. Let's put this. I am going to trim this. Okay, let's get some functional stuff down. Like, let's do that. So I think this is the one I pulled from, yes. So these are habit trackers. I don't really want a habit tracker, but I want a box around that size. Let's just use this. This is going to go up here on Friday. And I think I'll put some bullet points there. So let's go here and we'll get some of these purple ones. They at one point started making these on clear paper, which I never understood why I would want a bullet point in clear sticker paper if it's something that I check off. But yeah, that was one of the changes that they had made at one point. Wasn't feeling that change at all when it happened. I'm like, but I check off bullet points. Why would I? Why would I want it to be on clear sticker paper? Put that one there. Put this one here. Let's put that there. Okay. We're gonna do a checklist on Sunday because y'all know I just really, for whatever reason, I like having a checklist on Sunday. I think I'm gonna do this dark blue. And this is in like several pieces. And so you can make it as long as you want it by adding more of the pieces. I think this is as long as I'm gonna make mine. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take this washi, I'm gonna put it, yeah, a lot of the stuff is not feeling super sticky anymore. And that can happen after you haven't used something in a while and it's just been sitting. And that is one reason why we should just not hoard our stuff. We should just use it. Because when we get ready to use it, it may not be in the same quality or functionality as it was when we received it. So just something to think about. If you've got especially if you got a bunch of old washi, and that's one of the things that will happen with old washi tape. It will either become where it's no longer sticky, or it's going to be super sticky and rip everything. One or the other is what I've come to find from experience, and I'm speaking from experience. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down so I can be done with the washing. All right. Let's take this other box. Let's put that one there. And okay, so let's go back to the back and grab some functional boxes from back here. I'm going to take this blue and put it here. Okay, and then I'll do bullet points on Monday, and see what color we want to use. I think I'll use this blue down here, it's pretty. So let's put some. And then I think I'm gonna put another checklist here. Let's do it in purple because this seems to be heavy on the blue over here. So and again, you're just gonna butt it up next to that other piece, like that. Now I'm gonna go and take this big sticker here, this beautiful sticker, and it's gonna go on my sidebar down here. This is a beautiful sticker because the chair was not the right proportion to put here, but I feel like this is definitely right. Oh yeah, that looks really good there. Okay, I'm going to put this window sticker here. I don't want to put it somewhere else. Let's put it up here instead. Okay. Let's grab this sticker. And I feel like I'm going to need to put another box just to kind of balance some things out. So let's put another box down here. Let's just kind of put it right. That's pretty. And shine your light into the universe. Let's put this stack of books right here. I don't think I'm going to put quotes on this at all. I like the florals, so let's try to disperse some of these throughout. And we've got the stars. I love the colors here in this kit. Like, you know, y'all, if you know, you know, I love purple. So the purple just calls out to me. This is so pretty. What took me so long to use some of these stickers? I didn't know. Okay, so let's find the other one like that and we'll put it down here. I know there was another one. I remember seeing two. Where's that? I remember. Well, where did I get it from? Because I got it from somewhere. Oh, that's where I got it from. Okay. So let's grab this one. We'll trim it too. Okay. We're going to put that down here. Okay. Is there anything else I want to put down? I'm not going to use any of the die cuts. For a minute, I thought about using some, and then I put that sidebar pieces down, so I decided against it. So I think that's it, y'all. I just want to use the stuff to use the stuff, but it still's got to make sense to me on the page, or I'm just not going to do it. So I'm not going to use this ombre one, this ombre washi. Let's clear that off our scissors. I think that's all I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm not going to even put any quotes or anything down. And we're just going to leave it like this. And I think that turned out really, really pretty. Actually, let's get that piece of sticker. Yeah, I think it turned out really nice. She's just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I have some foil here. I have some foil. I think the foil is evenly distributed. I think it looks good. Yep. Part of me is wanting to put something here, and I'm trying, I'm trying not to do it. But y'all know how I am. Let me think. Let me think. The candles, maybe. The frame. Let's go ahead and put the frame. I don't really got much going on. Let's put the frame here. And that nicely fills up that space. So yeah, and we'll leave it at that. So this is my spread for the week. Again, I use the Planners Anonymous Starlit Story. So it had us, you know, kind of like galaxy theme. It had a floral. There's always floral aspects to their kit. And then there was the book aspect, which probably was the umpteenth time they added books. I've had a lot of kits with nods to books, so I haven't gotten any kits from them in a really, really long time. I want to say early 2024 was the last time I got a kit, when they started the new, what was it called? Chapters. It was called Chapters. So I got up to chapter 3, and then I canceled the subscription, and they went through chapters all last year. They've got something new this year called Postcards, which is kind of similar. It's like focused on a different part of the world every month, I believe is how it is. But yeah, but this is one of the last kits that they did before changing over into the chapters subscriptions. So yeah, I love these colors. They've done this color scheme many times. They tend to kind of revamp a lot of their themes, because this theme had been done a few other times underneath the stars, and then there was another one before that, an older kit that had the same kind of theme going on with it. But yeah, and as you can see, it's okay to make sure clear in your paper stickers. I easily did that. I could add in those habit trackers. Sure can. Let's add in one. Let's add it in right about here. And then we have one habit tracker for the week. All right, comment below. Let me know what you think. I mean, I'm happy. I used some stickers, I used some washi, and I used some of the paper. I think that worked out fabulously. If I wanted to, I could put quotes in this area, some clear quotes that will probably still be visible, but I'm gonna leave it as it is. I will not add anything else to the page. I will not do it. But let me know what you think in the comments below. What is something that you've used in your stash recently that you're so proud of yourself for doing? Let me know. Also, guys, don't forget to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.